Thanks to YouTube letting me know of a very important video a little too late, I had become aware of this article by the Huffington Post. Becoming a racist. The unfortunate side effect of serving your country. Well, I can honestly tell you now that this is a load of crap. And yes, you have to pardon the expletives here because this shit's pissing me off. I have a lot of good friends and family members that have served in the military. I've had family members that served in both World War I and World War II. I have a friend of mine that is currently serving in the U.S. Reserves. I have seen and met people that have come back physically and just mentally ruined. And I can tell you, every single one of those people are the least racist people you'll ever fucking meet. So, let's get into this a bit. Yeah, let's get into this a bit. One of the more shocking things to learn about the white nationalist rally in Charlottesville this past week was not that they blame the protesters for the death of Heather Heyer. No. The shocking thing is that white power neo-Nazi movement is based on blaming someone else for your problems. Okay, well, what are we talking about? In a interview with CNN, Anderson Cooper, Vice News, Ellie Rithy, I don't care, I don't give a shit, mentions that security for the neo-Nazis was not provided by Charlottesville police. Well, good. That's a fucking good thing. The police should be there to protect everybody. And as of right now, the last time I looked, all of the neo-Nazis in America, and all of you leftist, stuck-up pricks who are so progressive and left-leaning that, to be honest, most of you either aren't or are at least sympathetic towards the commies. So, fuck you too. And seriously, I'm not going to go through this whole damn thing, but what they're essentially saying is that, yeah, a lot of these men that were there to help the cops of their own free will. And I can tell you one thing right now. Being in the U.S. military or any government military does not make you racist. The U.S. military has been, to my knowledge, extremely diverse. Even during the times of, say, segregation, black men, just like white men, were also being drafted. The U.S. military did not give a shit about your skin color. And even if all these white men that were racist when they went in, I guarantee you most of them were probably not racist when they came out. And to be honest, the sad part is that you guys, Huffington Post, are just promoting more and more of a racial divide. Seriously. Military leaders who descended on Charlottesville condemn right-wing lunatics. That's right. These military men condemned them. They didn't stand up for them. You people are just so retarded. Oh my God, why? You know, I still have my grandfather's pocket knife. Back then, I don't think they called them the Swiss Army knives. But I still have that he took through World War II with him. And he died before I ever got a chance to know him. But I can tell you that he wasn't the same when he came back. In fact, the majority of people who do serve in the military will see things you elitist snob pricks will never see. The military did officially turn up, in fact, in the form of Virginia National Guard, called into service to back up the police when a state of emergency was declared at 11 p.m. Saturday morning. Virginia Governor Terry McAfee, I'm sorry I mispronounced. That's just a really hard word for me to say. Who told the far right marchers to go home. Yes, this is a person that I can respect. Because this is a person that does not want this crap in their state. And it really pisses me off when shit like this happens. And these people need to be called out. It baffles me that so many people are sympathizing with communists. I mean, hell, Dennis Riley, he even came out and stated he was a commie. Well, you know what? I don't give a shit. As long as he's not pushing his communistic views on the rest of the country. Okay? Just like these military men that showed up to help aid the police during the state of emergency. Yeah, he'll get a platform to stand on because he's an American citizen. I don't like him. And I will never call him a she. Ever. He does not deserve anywhere near that much respect. But to sit there, Huffington Post, and to push this crap is complete and utter bullshit. Just because these men and women show up in order to help the police restore order And I will leave a link to both of these articles in the video. And it's getting so bad nowadays that you people are just, I don't even know what you guys are thinking. Okay? Hell, even Trump condemned both sides, but that's a part of the problem you guys have, isn't it? You're not going to recognize the fact that he condemned the right and the left. It's just, oh, he did something mean about the left. And you guys are sitting there, Huffington Post, and the douchebag that wrote this damn article, who needs to be fired, who wrote an article called Becoming a Racist. Seriously. David Fagan, you need to be fired. You do not need to write articles. You need to go somewhere, sit down, shut up. At least go somewhere else and do something else. Because if you are a legitimate source for the Huffington Post needs to get rid of you. And the Huffington Post needs to seriously reconsider their business practices. I will never serve in the military, and it's not because I don't like the military. It is because, literally, I am not physically or mentally fit to serve in the military. But I do have a personal connection with people who have served in the military. And they can tell you that this article is full of shit. Now, I don't have respect for somebody because they're gay in the military or transgender in the military. I have respect for them because they choose to put on that uniform to protect people like me, normal, everyday citizens, to uphold the Constitution, Bill of Rights, founding principles of this country. Other than that, I don't give a shit. I don't care what color their skin is. I don't care if they have a vagina or a penis. But I tell you right now, I do have a lot more respect for them than I ever will for you. And because what happened doesn't fit your narrow-minded narrative, then everybody else out there must be a racist, right? I have family that at one point lived in, up until roughly the end of the Second World War, in Wales. That's where half of my family originated from. And it would not surprise me if they fought in the battle to overthrow King Henry III. Guess what? Both sides were very much white. It wasn't a racist thing. In fact, if you look back in history, even in America, the plantation owners, the whole thing between indentured servants and slaves, well, guess what? There were black people that were treated with respect who were plantation owners too. It wasn't about a race. It was about the rich and the poor. And you guys are helping to stir up a huge stew pot. You guys are opening a can of worms, and you're not going to be able to close it. You opened Pandora's box. And unfortunately, there is no hope at the bottom of that box to lock away. And you guys are not going to be happy until you get an actual war on your hands, are you? I remember a while back, a few YouTubers covered the whole, that loony actor from Hollywood, you know, he had his so-called art that he was trying to do for 4 years on a security cam, and his big old thing was, he will not divide us, speaking of Trump. Well, you know what? He was right, but not for the reasons that he thinks he was. Trump hasn't done a goddamn thing to divide America. Americans are dividing Americans. These rich, stuck-up, snotty brats like you, of the elite, are helping to divide this country. And this is just one way you're doing it. And I'm just so speechless, just so pissed off right now that I'm surprisingly calm. Maybe if I had a script, but when I saw this, I had to make a video and get this shit out there. Because you guys need to be caught out on this. You sit there on your thrones up high, not even knowing the first damn thing about what the fuck you are doing. And it is thanks to the military that showed up that allows you to sit on your thrones from up high. And you're going to talk shit about them. This video is probably not going to be much longer because I had this whole thing planned out. Now I'm just at such a loss for words with just without just repeating just a bunch of expletives. I really just don't know what else more to say. This is why you people of the mainstream media by the day look like complete fucking idiots. This is why nobody is believing you guys. This is why people are leaving. And the only people that are believing you are the people that are just as deluded as you are on both the right and the left. And you guys are going, keep going down this rabbit hole you're going down of. You will end up taking America back to a time when Americans cared about race and gender. And if we do have a right-leaning Republican government, I guarantee you they will treat you the same way they will treat everybody else. You will get no special fucking treatment at all. Seriously, Huffington Post, this shit is just bad. And we just scroll down. Seriously,